Hey guys, welcome back to Gant's Homesteading. Today's gonna be a short video. I've been super busy with work and school and life. So let's do an update on all the animals and go from there. So Blackhead has hit our turkeys. She's doing better. She's covered in diatomaceous earth, dehydrated lime, and another thing for bugs. She's been sick for a week. She's on the mend. This is her second time to get blackleg. The first go around of blackhead, the first go around killed 2 turkeys. I don't know if she's gonna live or not, but I'm doing what I can. On the other hand, Mr. Tomness over here, he's doing great. He only had to do 1 treatment and he's doing good. And we lost a chick today, about this size right here, due to botulism, thanks to the excessive heat and humidity. Even with changing my water sources every day, they still found a spot, I guess, somewhere. They could have drank out of my pond down there. That's probably gross. But we lost it today, which is part of it. We also lost the rooster that came with these Polish and Silkies. The guineas attacked it and killed it, so the guineas have hit the dinner table. I do have a couple of short clips I can add in a little later to show that process. I learned a lot that day. I learned that I will not be able to do the initial hit, but I can do the carving afterwards. And thanks to this guy right here, who started my love for chickens, I have 60 chickens. Even through losing a ton this year, and I still have 7 ducks somewhere. I don't know where any of the ducks are. Back here we have 4 geese. They're doing great. See if we can find them. Oh, we've got some in the water. We have kept our water sources cleaned. I clean them at least once a day, sometimes twice a day. All of our chickens are integrated from that coop into the big coop. Everybody sleeps in the big coop now. There's Chicken Nugget. They have integrated well, the new ones, minus the 1 rooster that we lost, who was sweet as could be. We also have decided to not use this big pool right now because of the excessive heat and the humidity. The last week, the humidity levels have been 90% or higher. So that's cause for a lot of growth. So I've been kind of cleaning this out over a course of several days. I haven't actually scrubbed anything. I just cleaned this out today. I had to do a day of vitamins, so I changed all the waters and added vitamins to it one day, and then had to dump and clean them out. Our bees are doing good. We put in some traps to check for beetles in the smaller hive. I checked them not too long ago and I didn't see any beetles in there, but I don't want to open them up too much. Our bigger one is doing great. Smaller one's got minimal activity, but they don't have as many bees as the bigger one does. I'm hoping next year we do have a lot more bees. They follow everywhere I go. The cows are in the field next door, so I won't be able to show them today. All right, guys, so the downside to farming is weather. Weather depicts a lot of things. A lot of rain is great for gardens and grass, which we need for hay, you know, but it's really bad for raising animals because it causes puddles, a lot of bugs, a lot of mosquitoes, which carry a lot of diseases. Just a lot of things go awry. Most of our chicks that hatched out in the later part of the season did die due to the storms, getting wet, drowning, whatever, which is okay. That's why I do massive amounts at a time. I usually start my incubator in December, so that way by the time spring comes, I have bigger ones to let out. This guy is just cool. And with that being said, you know, I think 60 is a good number for us right now. But it's still sad that we've lost so many. Botulism, when it's real humid and hot and wet. So we've had a lot of rain this past week. Temperatures have been in the hundreds with 90% humidity. It has been absolutely miserable. That's why I have not been outside to do anything. You know, even with changing all the waters every single day, I still lost a chicken to botulism. It happens as part of farming. You know, you have to be careful with your cattle and botulism with the ponds in weathers like that. Thankfully, my cows are too bougie to drink from the ponds. They have their fancy little waterer that gets changed every day or every other day. So I don't really have to worry about them. Chickens, on the other hand, will drink any water source. All of these birds will drink any water source. So I do my best to make sure I don't have buckets laying around with old water, you know, anything that's collected the rainwater, because we have had a ton of rain. It's August and look how green this is. That's awesome. But at the same time, it has problems. You know, we have had to up our feed because it has been too hot for most of them to be out here enjoying. I mean, just look at them. They're enjoying. It is 70 degrees. It's breezy. It's been a beautiful day, you know, and they are just scattered all over the whole area catching bugs. They haven't been like that. All last week they were hiding in shade, trying to find somewhere with shade, so they weren't running around eating bugs, finding, you know, the berries off of the fence line and stuff like that. So we had to up our feed. Well, with that comes cost, but it also comes with, if they eat too much, they will drink too much, and if they drink too much, they get waterlogged. And so it's a delicate balance, isn't it, Chicken Nugget? It's a delicate balance to maintain healthy birds. But at the same time, you can't just talk about the good, you have to talk about the bad. We've been lucky not to have a whole lot of predators. Nature has been our biggest predator this year, which, you know, is normal. You got to be used to it. And these guys are the friendliest for being newcomers to the farm. But those of you that have gardens, this has been an amazing year to have a garden. I wish I would have been able to get a garden started. And something my cousin Lori talked about in one of her videos, naming your animals and whether or not you eat them with them named. I can honestly tell you all of my birds that are named will not be eaten. that being said, they are not all named. Most of the ones that are named are just pets. I will not eat my geese. They're not all named, but I won't eat them. My roosters that are named, like Elvis, he's almost 10 years old. I'm not going to eat him. You know, this guy right here, he will be who takes Elvis's place. He's Elvis's son. Now, granted, some of the other ones, I could see myself eating, like him. Chicken Nugget, on the other hand, wherever she ran off to, I won't be eating. It will literally be a chicken nugget's worth of meat. You know, all the Polish, I won't eat them. All my pretty layers, I won't eat them. My ducks, I won't eat them. Now, my geese my guineas on the other hand, they kind of had a name as a joke. That's not really what they were called. We just had jokes because they look like little old ladies, so we named them after some older women. And but we never actually called them by name or super friendly with them. However, they made me mad. I finally found out when they were full grown that they were both males, and they kept attacking on my roosters. So if you'll notice, the only rooster with full grown tail feathers is Elvis. I don't know how he accomplished that. I know in the beginning they ripped all his out too. But all the other roosters, like this white one right here, has no tail feathers. This one, the one that's going to take over after Elvis, is just now starting to get his back. My guineas only attacked my roosters, and this past week they killed the sweetest rooster. Absolute sweetest rooster. Came with these 9, well, there's 8 left, but the 9 chickens that were given to us that needed a new home, they killed him. So I put them in the crate, and I had somebody come teach me how to butcher them. Wasn't a whole lot of meat, but I wasn't going to let it go to waste either. They made me mad enough that I was ready to eat them, but at the same time, they weren't doing me any purpose. They, you know, if they're going to kill one rooster, they're going to kill other roosters, and I need roosters, or I can't have more flocks. So that's part of being a farmer, is making this decision. Who is going to hang around and who is going to be dinner? My 2 cows will not be dinner. They will be my milkers. I think I already found old Coco a boyfriend. We'll probably try to breed her around December. I got her a full-blooded Holstein that I'm going to breed her with. And then when she gives birth, I'll probably breed Mushu. I think that'll be about the same time. I kind of want to rotate and have one bred in the winter and one bred in the summer, so I may wait and just breed Mushu in the summer, so that way they're drying off at different times and I have milk all year round. But, you know, things never work that way. And I apologize, this video doesn't have any work. It's a lot of talking, but it's truths about farm life. The coop just needs to be mixed around a little bit. They're doing good. I need to add another roost in here. But they have this bar up here, this top one, I don't know if you can see it, that nobody ever uses except for Violet. Man, you're ready for bed early. Mr. Tomness, he likes to pull everything out of your pocket. This one right here is Violet, the one that'll ride on my shoulder. And she lays the most beautiful blue eggs on my front porch for me every day. But anybody that has tips and tricks on chickens, I know I generally use apple cider vinegar in their water to keep them dewormed and healthy and build their immune systems. I feed them elderberries. Like when I make elderberry syrup, I dump the excess elderberries and cinnamon and ginger out to the chickens. They love it. It keeps them healthy. You know, I feed them a lot of healthy vitamins and herbs, quite a bit. But I'm curious as to what everybody else uses. Same with vaccinating your cows. I'm curious to know if everybody does vaccinations or not. With all this rain, look at all those honeysuckles we have. I have 3 jars in the fridge that need to be jellied. And look at this beauty that I found the other day. I've got me some elderberries, a wild elderberry tree, y'all. I know for a fact that it's an elderberry. I know the vine that's on it is not. This vine is not elderberry, but this is elderberry. Oh, and they're ripe too. So it kind of looks like lungs. If you look the way it's all branched out, it looks like lungs. It's awesome. I'm excited that I have fresh elderberries that I can use now. I don't have to keep ordering. I also have the 2 trees that I've started growing. So we'll see. Hopefully I'll have plenty of fresh by next year. So let me know, you know, those of you that have egg layers, those of you that have meat birds, you know, how do you differentiate? Do you not name them? Do you name them? How do you do it? I'm curious. I'm also curious if you just skin them or if you pluck them, if you use a plucker, if you use boiling water. I'm curious about your process. I will, like I said, show you the process that we did. Now granted, it was 93% humidity when we did it. I did not record the whole thing. It was so hot, we were dripping in sweat. It was, I think after humidity, it was 108, 109, and that was in the evening. The sun was setting. It should have been way cooler than that. So it was just a quick learn, but I'm curious. I'm also curious about your cows and if you use them just for meat or milk or what you prefer. And those that have goats and cows and milk both, I'm curious which ones you prefer milk wise, like which ones you like to cook with, which ones you like to make cheeses with, which ones you just like better. Leave me a comment. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video. And thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna add that other clip, okay? These guys are about to hit the table.